welcome to the studio. We have a very special character from the smash hit book Guards. His name is Captain Samuel Vimes, and he is a member of the Watch. The Watch is a night police force in the city of Ankh-Morpork. Vimes and most of his fellow colleagues come from the bad side of business, mostly thieving. And when normal policemen run towards something, the Watch normally runs fast away from it. The faster the better. Now Vimes has a lot to be suspicious of, and so he may run at his first chance. Now Vimes is always drunk, so I'll be speaking very quietly so I don't hurt his head. Hello Vimes, we have just read your news book, Guards. Good. I hope you learned a lot from that. I will see you in the audience later. Excuse me, Mr. Vimes, but we are not done here. I would like to start off with the guards of the Watch. Yes, his name is Carrot. He has a book for rules and regulations that apparently the Watch is supposed to know. We don't need a rule book. He also takes things literally, but I guess that's because he was raised by a dwarf. They don't have much use for jokes or anything that isn't meant to be taken literally. Where did he come from? The mountains. His dad, a dwarf, volunteered him for the Watch. Only God knows why. He said something about becoming a man and Bjorn Strongarm being your uncle. Bjorn Strongarm? Well, that's enough about Carrot. What about the other guards? What are their names? There's Corporal Nobby, Sergeant Colin, Carrot, and me. We used to have Gaskin, but he passed. He forgot the first rule of being in the Watch. What can you say about Corporal Nobby? He saw so much over the years that they punished him by sticking him in the Watch. Everyone thinks that he is a gnome or a troll of some sort, but he stubbornly keeps a hold of a certificate saying that he's human. Apparently it's also signed by some important person. They punished him? Isn't putting him in the Night Watch a reward? Yes, they punished him. If you were an Ankh-Morpork, you know that that was a punishment. Wait, didn't you read the book? And aren't you supposed to be recommending it to our lovely audience? Yes, I did read the book. And why are you breaking the fourth wall? I had read the book. Wouldn't you know what happens and all of this? Yes, but the audience hasn't read it. Now we are supposed to inform them about it. We're getting off topic. What can you tell me about Sergeant Colin? Colin? He's married. His wife works all day. He works in the night. He has 2 kids. I honestly can't picture him as anything other than a sergeant. Don't know anything else. What about Gaskin? What happened to him? He forgot the first rule in the Watch, which Carrot also seems to always forget. What is that rule? It's something that a normal policeman would run towards, run 5 times faster away. Gaskin only ran 3 times faster, and so he paid the price. I guess we are done with the guards. Let's talk about you. Where were you the night that book was stolen from the library? I'm not comfortable saying where I was or what I was doing. Actually, you were in the gutters near a local pub saying some strange things about the city of Ankh-Morpork. I wasn't there. What are you talking about? I am offended. Or so you say. So, what do you think of the city of Ankh-Morpork? Let's start with the gutters. You sure have spent a lot of time in them. It's a massive city, but not very grand. More like sprawling and clinging to the ground as if someone or something wants to steal it off the ground. And shut up about the gutters. What do you think of the different cults, such as the Illuminated and Ancient Brothers of E, or the Elucidated Brethren of the Ebon Knight? They're all a big waste of time. What is their purpose? To be a secret society and plot to overthrow this patrician? And whom is this patrician you speak of with such venom? Before Ankh-Morpork had kings. Then they got into fights and nearly destroyed the whole city. Soon they all died off, and the most powerful people now rule or make the decisions in the city. The patrician is the most powerful, so he's the head of the city. Now, come to think of it, he's also the person that signed Nobby's certificate. Well, we'll see you after the break then. Vimes from the book Guards. So Vimes, what do you think of dragons? Some of them are just loathsome beasts, some of them aren't, such as Arrow. But most of them are just a big nuisance. Who is Arrow? My pet dragon. I don't know where he is right now, but wait, you read the book. You should know this. You're supposed to advertise the book to our audience, not ask me all these questions. I know I'm supposed to, and that is what I am doing. Now, about the whole dragons are a nuisance, are you including the big dragons as well? Those are just a much bigger nuisance, especially when they blow up buildings and nearly kill you. What do you mean they nearly killed you? And what about exploding buildings? I mean the big dragon that was summoned by the ridiculous cult and blew off the chimney and roof of the watch house. Now we have to go build a new one. What do you think of the different guilds, such as the Assassin's Guild or the Carpenter's Guild? They're a complete load of rubbish. There's a Thieves Guild and an Assassin's Guild. Who legalizes theft or assassinations? Lord Veterinary does for sure. And who's Lord Veterinary? The patrician. He legalizes assassin and gave them all guilds. Just ridiculous. Couldn't one of the watch arrest one of them, such as the Thieves Guild head, for thieving? Carrot did. He dragged the head all the way up to the patrician's office and tried to press charges on the guy. What happened to Carrot? Read the book. I'm sure you'll get a good laugh. Why are you always drunk? Wow, what a change in topic. No, I'm seriously asking a question. Why are you always drunk? Why don't you tell me? You seem to know everything. I'm not here to answer questions. You are. Now, what do you think of Lady Ramkin? This interview is over, you spokesperson. As Vimes has said, I am the spokesperson for Terry Pratchett, who is the author of the Discworld fiction books. The book is filled with humor and adventure. There's some coarse languages in these books, mostly said by Mr. Vimes here, as well as some more adult topics. We are very sorry for the multiple breaks in the fourth wall that have occurred during this interview. We are also sorry that Captain Vimes was so uncooperative. I and my fellow partners rate this book PG-13. If anyone is wondering what the fourth wall is, here's a short 1-minute documentary. The fourth wall is an imaginary wall that separates the audience from the actors, actresses, as well as in video games, books, paintings, and etc. Breaking the fourth wall means that you are engaging in the audience when you are not supposed to. Breaks include mentioning the audience, talking as if you're talking to the audience, and or explaining certain things to the audience. I have just heard from my crew that apparently we have broken the fifth wall as well. Well, thank you, and good night, evening, morning, or whenever you are listening, watching this.